Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Don't Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is this is going to be my Cleveland Browns versus Las Vegas Raiders game reaction, kind of going through. I'm a Browns fan. I kind of go through, react to the game, give my opinion on kind of how I think the game went. It was 16-20, very ugly loss. This is one of those games where it's like everything was in the Browns' favor. Raiders had Devontae Adams out, Max Crosby out. The whole bunch of people were going to be out for the Raiders. Everything was in our favor. Our offense was looking like it was maybe getting a little bit better. Defense, we thought maybe could have a get-back game against the Raiders. Raiders offense was not that good. And even with everything being on our side, we still fucking choked this loss. Now, as always, with all these game reactions, I'm going to kind of go through, talk about the game, give my opinions, talk about some big things that we need to discuss. As I went through the game on my phone, I was writing down a whole bunch of notes that I kind of want to go over. We got to talk about Deshaun Watson. Like I said, we got to talk about that Swiss cheese defense that some reason it still stood up in the very end. It's like this team makes no sense. It's like everything just went wrong, but it felt like at the very end of the game, we still had a chance. Pretty much by the end of this, I'm going to give my full reaction and just like my full emotions of kind of how I think this game went. But I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling and we're going to get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, now there is a lot to discuss. Like I said, 16-20. Let me just go ahead and break it down to you. Everything about this game just sucked. We all knew going into this game we were going to have a great first drive, 15 plays, 70 yards, and almost 10 minutes of offense. We were cooking on offense. We went down there, scored a touchdown. Second drive, we went down there, got to 10-0. In that moment, I'm thinking, okay, here's a Browns team that looks like they're actually going to take care of another bad team, the Raiders, who's missing some players. They're not horrible, but they were a bad team. They're missing 2 star players. Defense was looking nice. Offense was looking nice. Everything was kind of rolling for us in the first quarter. Then in the second half, they go down the field, get a touchdown. Penalties were killing us. They were just cooking us up. Like I said, Swiss cheese defense. We can't stop the run to save our life. Then I believe it was like towards the end of the second quarter, I believe we had the ball. I'm going to go to play-by-play so I can kind of refresh my memory. Right there towards the end of the second quarter, right here. We had the ball with a chance to kick a field goal. It would have been a long field goal. We were at the 40-yard line, about 39-yard line. It would have been about 56, 57-yard. I think it's kind of how it would be. 56 to 58-yard field goal. Dustin Hopkins can make that kick. We didn't want to give him the chance, so we punted it. I like the idea of doing it because you kind of pin him back. Let's just take it 10-10. Let's go into halftime. But that was one of those moments where, like Kevin Stefanski in the past, he coaches stupid, but it's a stupid, aggressive mindset he always has. This is one of those moments where it's like he was coaching scared. And I didn't like that it was coaching scared. I didn't like that at all. So if anytime Kevin Stefanski could have been aggressive, this was the moment where I wanted him to do it, and he didn't do it. Raiders go out there and get a field goal. It's whatever, but then we need to talk about this. People are talking about Deshaun Watson, and I'm going to come to firsthand say this. Deshaun Watson throughout this entire game, he played a golden game. It's just a few things went wrong, and one of them being the interception right here. Amari Cooper, I don't know what his problem is these past couple weeks. He is letting balls go off his chest, off his hands. He can't fucking catch the ball. If the ball was a little ping pong ball and he had fucking plastic magnet God hands for his fingers. I know that didn't make any fucking sense, but you know what I'm saying. He threw the ball between 3 or 4 defenders, I want to say, hit the guy in his hands, bounced up off his chest, went in the air. Raiders obviously were right there. They caught the ball, picked it off, started running back to, I believe, like the 49, 50-yard line. It was fucking bullshit. Another play, I forget if it was the very first drive of the game, or like, not the first drive, but I believe it was this drive here, when we were in the field goal range. Deshaun Watson had a throw, I want to say, to Amari Cooper down the field. Amari Cooper ran like a deep, almost like slant. I forget if it was this drive or another drive, but he had like a deep slant kind of route, and he had Amari Cooper open for a possible touchdown. And I believe it was Dawand Jones. He just got his ass killed. He got beat. He got destroyed. Deshaun Watson had to step up a little bit. Then he got almost like hit. He had to throw the ball a lot, way too early. And Amari Cooper and him were not on the same page. Or maybe Deshaun Watson was just hoping, please go this way, because he was going to throw it to where he needed to go. But the safety was still there. He couldn't throw the ball there. Dawand Jones could have held up for even just a second longer, or even blocked somebody, because I don't think he blocked anybody. If he would have blocked somebody, Deshaun Watson would have had that extra second, and he could have made the throw. But getting back to the way the game went, like I said, Browns had to punt the ball. Nothing was working on offense. Then we got a fumble. JOK came in there, and I think he just absolutely smacked the shit out of the dude. Boyd dropped the ball. We ran it back. Got the touchdown. That was huge. But then it's like the game went on, and this is the moments where it's like the Browns fans were like just pissed off because defense all game long was sucking. And then finally we get to the fourth quarter, and it's like the defense stood up. Now, I don't know if the Raiders just went into like hermit shell mode, or like they just turtled up. They didn't want to do anything in offense. They were like, we're going to run the ball. We're not throwing the ball anymore. We're going to play it safe. No turnovers. After we just saw what the turnovers that just happened, we're going to play it safe. We're going to turtle up. Defense, play prevent defense. it's like everything just went pure turtle mode for them. And we were like, okay, if that's how you want to play. It made our defense look better. The part that sucked with the Browns was we got that touchdown, and in that moment we were on cloud fucking 9. But then we had the field goal or the extra point got missed by Dustin Hopkins. And then it was like throughout the rest of this game, like I said, we got 21 yards on this drive, but nothing happened. We had to punt. We got 6 yards on this drive, had to punt. Then on this drive, the very end of the game, we were moving the ball down the field. We got all the way down the field. Jerome Ford ran the ball down to the 16-yard line. We had a chance. It was 2-minute warning. In that moment, I'm thinking, okay, we are at the 16-yard line at the 2-minute warning. We got a shot. The Raiders, I want to say, had one timeout at that moment. We have a chance because they can't stop the clock. We have the opportunity with the 16-yard line to get a first down, make them burn that timeout, and we can score a touchdown, leaving them with no timeouts and barely any time on this clock. But what do? We end up having Deshaun Watson not ready for the snap. Nick Harris, the new center, because Ethan Poach went down. Nick Harris snaps the ball when Deshaun Watson is not even ready for the ball. The ball goes popping around. Luckily, Deshaun is able to jump on that fucking ball. 2nd and 16, nothing happens. 3rd and 16, we were able to get the ball back kind of into reasonable 4th down distance. We tried to hard count him. It didn't work. Person on telecast, whoever he was, I don't know who he was basically saying, that's a bad idea. You don't call a timeout there, because now if you don't get this, you could have had 3 timeouts to try. If you could stop them on 1st down, 2nd and 3rd down, and get them to 4th down, you could possibly get the ball back with like 30 seconds to go. Buddy, we weren't getting the ball back, period. Our defense was not going to stop them. And on this play, the 4th down, I'm going to try and put a recording up on screen so you can see, and maybe try to pause it at a moment. You can see Deshaun Watson. He has throws. He's got Jerome Ford coming out of the backfield. He could have gave it to him to a check down. He had Jerry Jeudy kind of open. I want to say that was Akins, the tight end. He had him open as well. There was options for him to throw the ball to. It's just, I don't know if he just didn't see it clearly, or if it was because the pressure, because I did see the pressure. It got in his face very fast. Nick Harris and some of the guards, I think Zach Zinter, they were not able to hold up in this game at all. It's like I'm trying to figure out, is that on Deshaun Watson for not ripping it when Jerry Jeudy was coming across for the touchdown and just give this guy a chance? Early anticipation, throw it out there, let him have the down. Maybe Akins, he had a chance if he would have sat down this route and not took off to the corner. If he would have just gone 3 yards, sat down, easy pitch and catch, we could have got at least the first down, lived to see another day. Or even as Deshaun Watson would probably tell you himself, if he's a smart man and plays for the team, he would have said, oh, I'm getting out of the pocket, but I know my read. I know I have a dump off back there to Jerome Ford. He could have ran over here, quickly turned back, thrown the ball out there, gave it to Jerome Ford. He could have at least got the first down. It just felt like so many opportunities were in this game where it's like Deshaun Watson was putting his ass on the line for this game. He was making some throws. It's just the very end of the game, he couldn't make the throw. Now, real quick, one time through the box score to kind of talk about it, and then I'm going to get on to my things that I want to discuss. Like I said, Deshaun Watson played amazing. 176 yards, 24-32 passing. The 1 touchdown, the 1 interception was not on him. That was not on him. He had an 84 passing rating, so he played pretty good. The run game is horrible. Jerome Ford, but besides that one big run, he did absolutely nothing in this game. Like I said, Deshaun Watson's scrambling ability was there for him. Foreman did absolutely nothing either. This offensive line can't block. They can't block for passing or run blocking. They can't do anything. Like I said with Mark Cooper, he's got bricks for hands right now. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. And Jerry Jeudy, he was doing good. He got some big time catches in this game. Myles Garrett finally came alive. He got 2 sacks in this game, and they were big time sacks. It's just a shame the offense couldn't have fucking helped out and contributed. Overall, everybody kind of did their part. It's like I said, the very end of the game, we couldn't get it done. And now, let's move on to my side of things. We'll call this Dylan's rambling. And as you can see, I have a lot we got to discuss. Okay, number one, first thing we need to discuss, like I said, Dawand Jones. He needs to get the fuck out of town because that dude is fucking horrible. I don't know if he just needs to lose weight, if he put on too much weight in the offseason. He can't fucking move. His feet are, he got cement feet for feet. If he could move, he'd probably be a better right tackle, but he can't fucking move and he's getting blown up. Deshaun Watson fucking grilled him. He chewed his ass out right there on national television. And it's funny because he chewed him out. He cussed him out basically. Then they went back to the sideline. Jameis Winston, I think he tried to get involved, started screaming and yelling. I don't know if he was yelling at Dawand Jones, but then Deshaun Watson went back afterwards, got down to Dawand Jones' ear, basically told him, I don't know if he was trying to tell him, like, I don't mean to chew you out like that, but bro, you got to get better. I know you could be better. And the reason why that was happening was because on that play with DeMar Cooper where they had an open touchdown, if Dawand Jones holds that blocker, he blocks the right guy. I think it was because he blocked the inside guy. He needed to block the outside guy. The guard was supposed to take the inside guy. The guard couldn't get to anybody because both guys went outside. If Dawand Jones blocks the right guy there, that's a touchdown. And it's little things like that to where it's like we are one guy doing their job away from blowing this game up. Second thing I want to talk about, Deshaun Watson is showing emotion. Like people want to say like he doesn't give a fuck, he's just here for the money. He's showing emotion. Like he wants to help fucking win this game. It's just when things are going right for him, everybody else can't do anything. Whether it be receivers dropping the ball, offensive line not being able to block, it's like, can everybody just do their job the right way at the same time? Next up, the defense. Lord have mercy. Can they stop the run for once? Like, can they for once not be Swiss cheese and stop a run game? And also, the corners, what happened to Emerson Island? That's more like Emerson fucking City. Receivers are running freely in your island. It's like last year, they were all about blitzing, sticky coverage, man press coverage. Ward, Newsome, Emerson, they were locking guys down. Now they're playing like 10 yards off the ball. Like, what happened to our defense? It's like last year, our defense was good. We were sticky. They were playing aggressive. They had a mindset like they wanted to make you their bitch. Now we are no longer the Cleveland Browns. We are the Cleveland Brownies. I already kind of talked about this, but I had it written down. Cleveland Browns got to get better on offense whenever it comes to doing something after the first drive. They can script a great opening drive. After that, they have no in-game adjustments. I don't know if that's a Kevin Stefanski thing, a Ken Dorsey thing, whatever it may be. They need to get better at in-game adjustments, offensive play calling to get scores. Because it's like after those first 15 plays that every team in the league does, after that, the Browns have nothing. Next up, we got to talk about tackling. Can this team show heart? The way they tackle, it's like they just want arm tackle. They expect the second they hit you, you're just going to fall over and it's going to be done. They think the second they get one guy to you, they're just going to fall over like, oh shit, I got touched. I got to go down. No, they're fighting through these tackles and you guys are just getting fucking bullied. Show some heart. Get to a guy, double arm, wrap him up, and snake gator roll, do something. Like, god damn, they don't show heart. And with that, it just feels like everybody has checked out for the season. Nobody fucking cares about winning anymore. It's like, I don't know if the offensive line with the way they're playing, if they just don't give a fuck. The defense, like I said, them not showing any heart with the way they cover, they're playing so far back, and then the way they come up, and they barely even try to tackle the guys. And the one important thing we kind of have to take away from the Cleveland Browns is they're always going to keep you involved. Whether they're going to win, whether they're going to lose. They just keep you hooked, and it's like a fucking drug, and I hate it. It's like if somebody told you, would you rather take real drugs or watch Cleveland Browns football to get a high, you're probably going to say, well, which one's going to kill me first? And that's a hard decision, because honestly, both could probably do it. Because just when it was 10-20 and it was going to the fourth quarter and the Raiders had the ball again, I was thinking to myself, well, let's think. It's probably going to go 27-10. This game's over. I'm going to go do something else. Boom. Fumble. Oh my God, we got the ball. Oh my God, we scored. 16-20, we are back, baby. But then, like I said, extra point, misses, what the fuck. And then another thing I left out, the offensive hold, can this ref fucking explain this to me? Can he message me and explain this to me in the best fucking referee terms ever? How does the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman both holding at the same exact spots, and then the second Deshaun Watson gets out of the pocket, a wide open Amari Cooper, Deshaun Watson throws it out there, wide open, he catches it, he runs the whole way for a touchdown. I'm on cloud fucking 9. But it gets called back for offensive holding because both guys are locked up fighting with each other, and the second Deshaun Watson gets out of that pocket for less than maybe half a second and throws the ball, all the defender does is just get a little outside and kind of puts his arm up to make it look like, oh, I'm being held, and then the ref is immediately like, flag. Like, did you not look at the jumbo screen and realize, wait, you're not being held. Fuck out of here. Even the announcers were like, that is the most ticky-tack offensive hold they've probably seen this season. Because if you don't call that hold, it's 22-20, probably 23-20. Maybe we go for 2, make it 24-20. It was just one of those moments where it's like, you just made the most egregious call I've ever seen. That is a call that you would have thought the Chiefs would get for them to help them out. Not the fucking Raiders. I almost feel like the fact that we were in Vegas got involved in that. Was like, we need the Browns to lose that game. Can you call something there? But overall, looking at the game, like I said, it was bullshit. Penalties killed us sometimes. Offensive line has got to get better. We need to make adjustments. Andrew Berry, the general manager, number one thing you need to be doing right now. Call every veteran offensive lineman, guys that are going to put their asses on the line to get jobs. We need them, because the guys we have, they're just out there to have fun. We need guys that are desperate for jobs and want to go work hard and play amazing offensive line. Because it feels like besides Joel Bitonio, Wyatt Teller's down, Jack Conklin, I don't know when the hell he's coming back. We have nothing on our offensive line. And just when Deshaun Watson looks like he's finally getting back and he looks like he's playing a really good football game, like I said, the very end of the game, if the offensive line holds up and doesn't get DeJuan Jones blocking nobody, Amari Cooper touchdown, and then like I said, the holding call, there are multiple touchdown passes there that if the offensive line can hold up for a combined total of all 3 plays, about a second and a half to 2 seconds, there's 3 more touchdowns. But instead, we're getting fucked over and over and over again because of bad offensive line play, up and down play from Deshaun Watson, and this defense just, I don't understand it. I don't understand how they looked that bad and still only allowed 20 points. Like, somebody explain this team to me, because I just can't anymore. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap up there. Hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree, disagree with anything I said? If you're a Browns fan and you think the Browns play good, bad, what do you think about the offensive line play? Good, bad, Deshaun Watson, good, bad, defense, good, bad, whatever your opinion may be, go ahead and leave a complete opinion down in the comment section down below. I'd be more than welcome to kind of talk about it with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do poster and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified the second I post. But without further ado, this has been Donald Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.